Some are very concerned of coming famines and riots due to the ongoing man-induced failure of the ecological system and the fact they are saturating the earth with chemtrails for large-scale gas plasma mind control. Is this the last grasp for the world's resources? Or are they just control freaks and money-mongers? Someone would like to get to that oil under the melting Arctic, and I guess the third world is not a part of this system. I don't think that the developed nations are going to let them in on this either. Any country that joins this NATO system will become mind-controlled and diseased due to the associated, intense, oscillating electromagnetic fields, electromagnetic soup, and the poisonous, toxic chemtrails. Our DNA will break. We risk the Earth's spin and tilt becoming messed up due to mucking around with the magnetic fields through this military technology. Maybe it is already messed up. It constitutes U.S. global domination via NATO and the erosion of civil rights, according to Charlotte Tisserbit and Al Martin. There are ex-KGB and ex-Stasi advising our new Office of Total Information Awareness. They are the ones creating our new internal passports, and under the Treaty on Open Skies we have overflights by Russian and German military. Who exactly is flying those plasma-cloaked craft that are seen all over this country and mistaken for UFOs by people who do not know about this aerial deception technology? Obviously, we have another Project Paperclip in the making. There is a natural polarity that exists in everything in the universe. The body is a tool by which we can become trapped inside the five senses. The objective is to get us to forget about anything outside those five senses. The elitist corporate government is going to hold the rest of us hostage with directed energy weapons in space. If the policy for a new American Century Group government-run think tank has their way, along with directed energy attacks against any country or citizen that they decide they do not like, these weapons can create climate war, weather war, mind war, cyber war, disease war, disaster war, and undetectable war. Taken together, they can create economic war. If this system is not stopped, it will kill billions due to aluminum and barium poisoning. It will kill billions due to crop failures and worldwide famine. It will cause heart attacks, strokes, and cancers. It will cause stillbirths, miscarriages, and infertility. The chemtrail sprays often have fungi, bacteria, viruses, desiccated red blood cells, crystalline substances, carbon, metal cations, lithium, other chemicals, heavy metals, and God knows what, probably smart dust or nanocrap. Years of biowarfare testing on the American public is no big secret anymore. Spraying germs in the sky where they mutate due to the ultraviolet light brilliant plan. I know that many of the major players have big investments in pharmaceutical companies, genetically engineered seeds, weapons and directed energy development contracts, oil contracts, genetic research, and mind control research. Some of these people have had a familial history of financial and policy support for population control, eugenics, Hitler, Mao, Stalin, Lenin, Marx, Pinochet, Hussein, and various other dictators. Some of the major players were the masterminds of the death squads in Central and South America. They stand to make a big profit on our death and disease. Just take a look at Rumsfeld and Tamiflu. I assume that they know the dangers of this system and that they take care to stay in their shielded, air-filtered offices, homes, bases, and cars. I assume they take chelating substances to remove the barium and aluminum from their bodies and minds. If not, then they really do not understand the far-ranging implications of this destructive system. Congress may not understand just what a terrible weapons system and control grid they are funding. There are satellite weapons involved. Activists are using meters and are getting readings of microwaves, X-rays, and some other kind of emission that they are not sure of, maybe a low-intensity laser. They are also photographing gas plasma generation due to the heating of chemtrails by electromagnetics. The technical names for vertical and horizontal plasma columns are columnar focal lenses and horizontal drift plasma antennas. Various sizes of gas plasma orbs are associated with this technology. These orbs can be used as transmitters and receivers because they have great refractory and optical properties. They also are capable of transmitting digital or analog sound. Barium, in fact, is very refractive, more refractive than glass. What does that mean? Someone or someones are very involved in unconstitutional, domestic spying, and the entrained plasma orbs carried on electromagnetic beams can be used for mind control programming. The satellites can be programmed to track and monitor various frequencies on different parts of your body, these electromagnetic beams carrying the gas plasma. Orbs stick-do magnetic polarity and frequency mapping and tracking to people's eyes, ears, temples, and private parts. A beam with entrained orbs carries pictures in each orb just like the different frames in a movie. It is a particle beam that is also a frequency weapon. The satellites download holographic mind control movies, pictures, sounds, and sensations to people through this technology. The Air Force has stated in Air Force 2025 that their goal is to develop virtual and augmented reality mind control. Depending on how the computer is programmed or depending on the mood or intent of the person interfacing with the technology, you can be probed, bothered, gaslighted, frightened, manipulated, electronically raped, or tortured. It scans your brain frequencies and deciphers your thoughts. The satellites track you by mapping your bioenergetic signature and constantly scanning an area to find you.